Well, you never know who's number one. I think that Joe is the best goalkeeper in England. He's in a very good performance for this moment. I think that in a squad we need always two very good goalkeepers. And I repeat once again that the best way to have a good performance is to have a good competition also behind you.
Any closer to a deal for James Milner?
Milner, I hope that he will sign also. We'll see. Same as Joe in the next day. I don't know how many days we can be this. We can have this as an official news, but I suppose that also he will sign and he will continue here because he also wants to stay.
A fortnight ago, you told us to ask you in 2 weeks about Frank Lampard's future. The time's passed. Will he be staying?
I didn't. I said you after 2 weeks. I said you during December.
So no news as yet on.
For the moment, no. For the moment, no.
OK, there was a change of shape for the win in Rome, in particular. Plaudits for Fernandinho in midfield. Is that something perhaps you plan to stick with this weekend?
I don't think that just because they play Fernandinho, we won in Rome. I think that the last month of the team playing with different midfielders, we have won the last 5 games in a row. So very important to see both of them. I think that they play very well. It's another way of playing. And the moment we brought here Fernando, is what because we were sure that we need another pair of midfielders, not only Yaya and Fernandinho.
David Silva's been quoted this week. He says that he believes certainly that your team is up there with the very best in the world. Is he right?
We must demonstrate also what we can do as a team. I think that's very important for the team, for the trust of the team, or for the prestige of all the players to continue in Champions League. So we have now to have our 5 cents in Premier League. We have nothing more to do in Champions League till February. So the most important thing is try to win the next game, and after that, at the end of the year, we'll see how important is this team or what an important amount of achievement we can have.
Is there any news on Company and whether he'll be fit for tomorrow?
Vincent is in the squad list, so I think that he will have any problem to play tomorrow.
Leicester in a poor run of form at the moment, but earlier in the season they beat Manchester United. What have you made of their start to the season?
Well, maybe it has been a difficult start, but I think this is a very good team. As you say, they beat Manchester United and they lost against Liverpool, but in a game that they play also very well. So we are not thinking in which position is Leicester in this moment of the table. We must think that if we want to win, we must play in the same way we are doing the last weeks.
You've got 4 more points than you did at this stage last season. Do you feel the team is starting to get that consistency?
I hope, because we have in a moment of the season maybe you never know why exactly, but after we draw in Russia, before that we were in a good form also here in Premier League. But after that game, we started playing without trust, was not the team that we normally play. I hope that now we're in the correct way again.
You managed to do, excuse me, you managed to win, obviously, in Roma without Sergio Aguero, who'd been lots of talk about him. How important was it for the other players to step up on the night when they needed to?
Well, I think it's very important to be clear about that. The only part where I read or I heard that we were just Sergio Aguero was in the media. So you must say what happened with that team that could win without Sergio, without Yaya, without Company, with just Silva playing 30 minutes, or without Seco coming back after seven weeks. I always say that we have a team, and in that team, Sergio is a very important player. Maybe one of the most important players. Cristiano is in Real Madrid or Messi is in Barcelona. But I don't think that this team depends just on Sergio Aguero. I don't know why you started talking about that, because we won the Premier League and the Cup last year. I don't remember how many games, but at least 40 or 15 games without Sergio. So he's a very important team, a great striker. We need him urgently to come back to the team. But we have a squad that can win without not only Sergio, without another players also.
Do you think, though, that the players were maybe a little bit fed up, and that's why they can put him in a performance like that. They can show everybody that it's not a one-man team.
No, I don't think so, because I repeat, nobody thinks here, at least inside our team, that we are just one player. Just the media start talking about that, but I just say you a lot of things why we never think that was really what happened here in Manchester City. Sergio was in a very good moment. He was scoring a lot of goals, but for him to score that goal is because the team played also with another place and in an important way to be an offensive team. So we never thought about that.
How happy are you with the way you are now with Champions League and also with the Premier League?
Well, once again, if you remember what I said in that moment, I said that football is change. Every month change. In every game you can change. So we never failing in our trust to try to recover points in Premier League from Chelsea, also to continue in Champions League. And in the moment we are achieving the target that we have for this moment in this season. We hope that in the future we can continue doing it in the same way.
Manuel, hi on the back here. Could you check on David Silva? Is he now ready to start?
We'll see tomorrow. At least he played already 30 minutes. He didn't feel any pain in his knee, so I think that he could be fit also for play now from the starting 11.
Yeah, and on Leicester, their manager Nigel Pearson was recently involved in an exchange with a fan. What did you think about that incident? Do you sympathise with him over that?
No, I don't want to talk about things that I'm not 100% knowing what happened in that moment. So I don't think it's important for me to say what I think.
Just generally, how well do you think Nigel Pearson's doing at Leicester?
Well, it's always different to start coming from the Championship to the Premier League. But I repeat, I think this is a good team that has a good player. So I don't analyze in the way he's doing, but I think that tomorrow we are going to have a tough game.
Manuel, there's been so much focus on the Champions League in the last few weeks, and with that now put to bed for a while, how do you approach a game like Leicester tomorrow? Do you approach it exactly the same, or do you have to work a little bit harder to motivate the players?
No, we have to work hard because it's a difficult team, but not because we are thinking in Champions League. I always said to the players that for our club, for the team, for the staff, for everyone, it's very important to continue in Champions League, not just in the stage of group. But that doesn't mean that we are not caring about what happened in Premier League. For me, the Premier League is so important as Champions League. So we finish in Champions League, fortunately qualifying for the next stage. But our mind, our 5 cents now are absolutely focusing in the Premier League, because we have now to play 4 games more in December, 12 points in 15 days, or 15 points because we consider January the 1st, and we have to play 5 games in 15 days. So it's important to be very concentrated and to try to continue winning in the same way we did against Everton, against Southampton, Sunderland, the 3 last games that we played.
Could this be the pivotal point of the season for you, between now and when the Champions League resumes?
I think that December is a very important month for Premier League. It's not where you finish the season, but it's a very important month. So I hope that if we continue winning and we add 3 points more, we continue in the way we need to be a successful team.
Manuel, just at the back, just on Joe Hart, 12 months ago he was out of the side. How do you think that's helped him to find his form and come up with the performances he has done in recent weeks?
Well, I think that Joe is a great professional. Maybe last year, in some part of the year, for different reasons that I don't think that's important to analyze now, his performance was not the performance we all know that he can have. I think that he understands perfectly in that moment. He continued working harder, and he has also a very good goalkeeper coach as Xavi Masisi. So he works with him every day. He's, I repeat, a great professional, and I'm very happy for him.